Hello, everybody. This is Rothwood Creations coming live at you and I'm going to be showing my game here. And this is a park that I created, and I wanted you guys to check it out and see what can be done better. What could be. So this is a park that I created, but I use other people's stuff in it. So if you spot something that you've done or something like that, let me know so I can give you proper credit for it. But this is all stuff from the Steam store that I created, I created. Sorry. We will. I'm trying to get to the beginning of the park here, and here it is. Okay. Right now, I'm going to close the park so I can have better park management, and I close all the attractions and everything. So everybody needs to get out. And that's what I'm doing now, is I'm closing all the rides so everybody will get out. And I've got nearly 7,000 people in the park right now, which I know is for a lot of people that's a lot of guests, and for me too. But it doesn't take a toll on my park. And most of my stuff is broken down anyway, and I don't know why that is. Because I think I have lots of mechanics, which I've only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, and they're all free roaming. And so I will add more. That's marketing staff. Okay. I go up here, add staff. And put them right here at the beginning of the park so they can go out. I'll probably add 3 or 4 mechanics, and that'd be good enough. And then my park is emptying out. 874. So and losing. All right, we will go here, and this is the beginning of the park. Now I don't have anything special or anything marked up, but but I did put a King Coaster statue in the front with a beware of pickpockets sign in the beginning. I have an ATM, and then over here I put ATM there, and that is a staff building, which 3 staff are in it. But this right here is the vending machine area, and I got a lot of vandalism going on in the park too. So let me fix that. We come over here. We go to security management, crime scenes, and then crime statistics, and we'll come over here, replace all. And replace all, which I didn't think it hit the. Sometimes this thing is hard to. Alright, replace all the bins, replace all the benches and everything. So we'll come over here and take a look at the new. And this is a pretty big area here for an additional. And then for some reason I got a little antsy, so I started putting in vendors over here. Basically gifts. A gift shop, a balloon shop, and a hat shop. So that's what I wanted to do there, so I went ahead and did it. And I can't seem to get up. Okay. Why is it so slow? Okay. We'll come over here and I'll show you the very first part of the park that I did was over here in this area. I put in a chair-o-plane, and it proved to be popular in the park. It was still popular until I closed it just now. And let's see. Okay. Some of those rides that were broken down are now open, and they are okay. They're still broken down. Some of the rides got fixed. But anyway, let's move on over here. This is the first part of the park that I did first, and I developed, and they're shooting off fireworks there now. But I put in a Hats of Fantastic, an ice cream shop, Looney Balloons, the street coffee, and Monsieur Frites, and I put over here another ice cream area and another spot where you can get excuse me, coffee. This is the very first ride I ever put in the park. It's called Area 51. I got it off of the Steam store. I'm not sure who made it or created it, but it creates lots of excitement in the park. I've had lots and lots of guests on this one. Let's see. And it's Airs 139. It's a werewolf, floorless type coaster. It has a 6.66 on excitement, 4.27 for fear, and 1.34 nausea. So it does create lots of excitement, lots of fear, and just minimal nausea. So I'm not sure who created this one, but it's a pretty good coaster to have in your park. Then I move over here, and we go over here to area to the this is the entrance to this park here. This is like a kiddie ride, and it's got the Aeronauts is the name of it. It is 2.34 excitement, 2.46 fear, and 1.51 nausea. So it's the Aeronauts. It's a pretty good ride. I mean, it's a good kiddie ride, and a lot of kids go on this ride, and the guests just line up for it. I'm not sure why this thing is doing this, but it's slowing up. It's embarrassing because it normally don't do this. I think it's because of all the fireworks going off in the park, and the guests are emptying out. But I mean, we're at 3,709 guests now, which it usually doesn't do that. It really doesn't do all that much damage to my park, to the performance of this park. But I think it's because of the fireworks going off in the park. And there's two there are two types of fireworks going off in the park. One is the welcoming fireworks, and the second one is the actual one that goes off every hour between 8 and 12. This one goes off every hour at between 7 p.m. and 9 p.m. and they're called the quote-unquote welcome to the park thing. But yeah, I had to stop to let the fireworks finish, and I think that's what it was. It was fireworks that was finishing off in the park, and I think that's what caused it to go. Alright, now I put in a few of the easy rides, few of the flat rides. I put in the This one is called Hurricane 1. It's like it's like this the Sizzler, you know, and basically it just hurls you around, you know. And this one causes 3 excitement, 3.35 fear, and 2.55 nausea. So it does create across the board fear, nausea, and excitement. So, but it's green on nausea, so that's good. We will continue on. Then I got a little board and I expanded and I went over here and I put in a little rod here, which is hyper jump. 4.18 excitement, 3.83 fear, and 3.81 nausea. And it's called the hyper jump, and it creates a pretty good line. It's not bad. Then I went over here and I put in the good God, what's the name of this ride? All right, and ride is Remotion. It's called Panic at the Parking Lot, and it creates 4.66 excitement, 2.20 fear, and 1.00 nausea. So it's a pretty good ride. This one causes lots of excitement, lots of giddy up thing in it. And then I thought, well, you know, I need a roller coaster, a big one over here. So I put in Afterburner, which is Cloud Runner, but it's called Afterburn. And 5.26 excitement, 3.38 fear, and 1.23 nausea. So it's a good one, and that generates lots of business as well. I needed a flat ride for this, so I put in the Gears of Fear is its name, and it kind of takes you up and flips you around and everything, and it does it. But it's 4.75 excitement, 4.94 fear, 4.87 nausea. So it's got lots of nausea. So that one does have a lot of nausea in it, but it's a good one, and it creates a lot of business as well. So I came over here and I was like, well, they need some ATMs and some bathrooms. So I put in a bathroom and in a place where the employees can rest. And then I started putting in the stalls instead of the vending here. Why, I don't know. Put in bathrooms. I put in a classical restaurant. There's the classical restaurant right there, and baguettes over here. And then I was like, well, you know, and the Cosmic Cows over here. And then while I was here, I was like, well, I could put in a couple of roller coasters. So I put in well, that's not it. I put in this roller coaster here. And this one's called Infinity. It's Mind Melt. And it's 5.74 excitement, 3.81 fear, 1.45 nausea. Creates lots of business, lots of excitement. And I went up behind Afterburn and I put in Deva. And Deva is the werewolf again. It's the same type of roller coaster Area 51 is, but it's named Deva. And it creates, let's see, 6.35 excitement, 4.31 fear, 1.05 nausea. So it's a good ride. It's a good ride that creates lots of excitement in the park and puts people's butts inside. So we will take a look at this roller coaster here because it's the next part of the it's Wendigo, and it generates 4.16 excitement, 2.73 fear, and 0.32 nausea. So this one here creates lots of excitement in the park and puts people's butts inside in the seats. And let's see. This one here, I did some theming, I did some groundwork. And I put in some vending machines over here. And I went over here. And I put in this ride over here, which is the Princess Amelia's Castle ride. The go-karts, the Speed is the name of it. The Princess Amelia's Castle Carts is the name of it. Excitement is 4.51, 2.85 fear, 2.65 fear, and 1.4 nausea. So it, it does the job, and it creates a lot of business as well. I went in here and I put in. I said to myself, well, we need a scary ride, like a thrill ride, and I came up with Huntsman 2. And Huntsman 2 creates 4.59 excitement, 2.33 fear, and 1.13 nausea. So they're all so that creates lots of business. Then I was like, well, it needs another flat ride, so I put in the Victory 1, which all it does is just a ship that swings out here, and then swings back there, and swings back out here, and that's pretty much it. And so I came over here. I was like, we need something a little more, a little more shocking than the rest. So I put in Nightmare. Nightmare creates a 7.57 excitement, 6.00 fear, and 1.72 nausea. So that one's pretty good. I came up here. This is another area that you can stop and eat because it's a long walk. And so I put a bathroom, staff building, which we're about to see. Hobart Amaya is his name. And so we will... Now this one here, I'm still developing. It hasn't been developed yet, but I'm still developing it. And this one's pretty cool. It's got a chain lift, and then it falls out over here. And I haven't really had that much of customers up here lately because it's all by itself up here. I believe that's what the problem is by itself. But we will look at it. It's called the Boom Boat, and it's Choppers Creek. Creates 4.11 excitement, 2.38 fear, 1.8 nausea. And I'm hoping that it will cause a lot of people excitement. But if you come through here, there's just nothing. There's just lights here, very plain lights, and and then you come through here and you settle down here, and I'm still developing the whole entire thing, so I know that it sucks, but anyway, then I got bored again, so I'll shoot you back over to the beginning of the park again, and we'll discover the next area that I'm trying to develop. So I came over here and I wanted to put a nice coaster that will catch the eye, and that's what I came up. That's when I found the Wrangler, or the Viper 1, which the coaster goes up here, comes back over here, and then swings back up this way, goes to the very top, and then comes back over here this way, and then swings to the very top, and then it ends up right back at its base. And that's the theme I got around, is those bushes and everything that keeps everybody in the bushes, nice and cool and everything, and that usually takes it. Another one is Ascendance. 4.32 excitement, 4.03 fear, and 3.98 nausea. And I didn't do this one. Hold on. 5.47 excitement, 3.26 fear, and 1.99 nausea. And then I came over here and I was like, this needs a nice ride. It needs a nice flat ride, which doesn't do a whole lot, but it does seem to generate a lot of business. And 4.60 excitement, 2.32 fear, and 1.00 nausea. And then there's some theme going on here. And then this right here needed a ride, so I came up. Well, I found Cascade Falls on the thing, and I put that in here, and that's 6.79 excitement, 4.86 fear, and 1.25 nausea. And I came over here. Let's see. And this one right here needed another roller coaster, which I put right behind it. It creates 4.81 excitement, 3.39 fear, and 0.82 nausea. I put it over here, another flat ride, which is basically just a ride that you can. It's like it's sort of like Sizzler, but it's kind of different. But that one creates 4.08 excitement, fear is 3.8, 4.27 is power moves. It's the name of it, power moves. So that I put that in there, and I'm about to put another one up here. But anyway, and then I put in another eatery over here, which is kind of spooky. Everything up in here is from the Spooky Pack, and where people have made spooky stuff, and most of the vendors are gone. They're gone up here to the Spooky Pack. There's a bathroom and a staff building. And then I put in, let's see, I put that in for something different. It's a stall. And I put this in. It's a Stay Puft marshmallow. They sell marshmallows, in which the Ghostbusters pack came with. I created another spooky. Put in a different spooky little thing. It's a statue I put in. This here is just a rolling thing. It creates 4.16 excitement, 3.82 fear, and 4.37 nausea. And right behind it or beside it or something, I put. Yeah, I put this in. It's another flat ride. It's called the Kickflip 1. It creates 4.45 excitement, 5.50 fear, 5.34 nausea. So it will make your guests nauseous if you allow it. And then I said, well, this needs a water ride, but it needs to be kind of uppity and kind of like, you know, fun to do. So I put in this Popeye one. And it's called Rolling River 2. And 4.60 excitement, 3.24 fear, and 2.01 nausea. So I created all this here. Well, I didn't create it. I borrowed it from the store, Steam store. I looked it up and I saw this right here and oh, this is nice. I gotta have it. It creates 5.42 excitement, 2.88 fear, and 1.15 nausea. If anybody knows who this belongs to, just let me know so I can give proper credit. But again, I just went through the stores and just picked it up, and I don't even know who's another go-kart, which it's nothing special. But it creates 6.25 excitement, 3.25 fear, and 1.75 nausea. And then I came over here and I had this one. It's called the Drunken Sailor. And still hydro, let's see. 4.38 excitement, 2.41 fear, and 4.41 nausea. So it's a pretty good roller coaster to be on. And I still got some theming and stuff to do with that. But I think that's all the roller coasters for now that I've done. And here's one. Here's an Eclipse. It's a Tiamat. 8.33 excitement, 5.36 fear, and nausea 1.83. And I think I covered everything in the park. So let's go toward the beginning and see how many people we got. We still got 3,000 people in this park. That's with everything closed, and they're still piling out. But anyway, that's my first peek of the park right there, and that's it. And if you guys have any questions or anything that you'd like to ask me, I like to put up a thing up here on the front to kind of welcome my guests, but I don't have anything. Plus, I'm limited to 3 spots where they can come in at. I like to put in a hotel and do some more work, and I'll probably put the hotel over in this area somewhere, like maybe here or maybe here, something like that. I gotta look it up and see what I got. But anyway, if you have the park is not finished yet. I'm still detailing it. So if you have any questions or comments, you can call me. You can email me, rothwoodcreations@gmail.com. You can and you know, and that's pretty much it. Okay, well, I'll get out of here. I'll get out of your hair, and you have a wonderful day.
I'm surprised that we're not seeing a lot more